Yes, good morning, class. Good morning, class. Can you hear me? Please write down in the chat window if you can hear me properly and can see my screen clearly. Please write down in the chat window. All cleared. Okay, Zimal, thank you. What about others? Yes, Iman, Faliha, Fatma, Fawzia, Hafsa Shahzad, and Mehta, Abdurrahman, Hamza Mushtaba, Umar Iftikhar, Bilal, Shiza, Ariba. Please let me know if everything is clear so that we will start the class. Okay, fine. So beta, today we are going to learn or continue the chapter atomic structure. In our last chapter, last lecture of atomic structure, we have gone through the radioactivity and radioactive substances and Rutherford's gold foil experiment. Today we are going to learn, just a minute. This is chapter number this is lecture number 19, chapter atomic structure. And in the last class, we have learned radioactivity, radioactive substances, Rutherford's gold foil experiment. Now today we will be learning Rutherford atomic model, atomic number, mass number, and isotopes. Hamza, if you remember, to your group, Walaikum Assalam Bilal, Walaikum Assalam Fatma. Hamza, to your group 2 weeks ago, I have explained in detail how to calculate the mass number. If we know the atomic, if we know the atomic number and mass number, how to calculate the or find out the number of neutrons. Do you remember it? Please let me know. Meda, Hamza, and all those students of group A in class 8A. We did an activity as well. Yes, Hamza, are you there? No, he is offline. Okay, so today we'll start Rutherford atomic model. In this Rutherford atomic model, we will learn about that an atom consists of two parts. Rutherford proposed that every atom, I was not there. Okay, yes, Hamza remember. Okay, fine, Hamza. And Mehta, yes, you were not there in the class. Group B, I think. Hamza, yours group is group B. Okay, fine, leave it. So Rutherford proposed that an atom consists of two parts, nucleus and extranuclear part. Okay, fine. An atom consists of nucleus. This is the nucleus. Every one of us, we know that since from class 7, we have been learning about the atom and its structure, that in the center of the atom, the substance which are present in the nucleus, in the structure of the atom, the central part is called nucleus, and the protons and neutrons are present in the nucleus. As you can see in the screen, that neutrons and protons are present. Equal number of neutrons and equal number of protons. Protons are highlighted with pink color and neutrons with gray color, right? 3 neutrons and 3 protons and 3 electrons. So Rutherford proposed that every atom is composed of two parts. Right? Please remember, every atom consists of two parts, nucleus in the center and the extranuclear part. Extranuclear parts are these orbits or energy levels or shells. Okay, when I say orbits, when I say energy levels, when I say shells, the meaning is all same. These are the orbits where the electrons revolve. These are the extranuclear part of an atom, right? Nucleus is present in the center where protons and neutrons reside, and electrons are revolving in the orbit around the nucleus in the extranuclear part, right? Now, as you can see in this picture, that protons and neutrons, they are present in the nucleus, they reside in the nucleus, and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in their orbits, right? The nucleus has a positive charge, as protons are positively charged particles. Due to the positive charge on protons, the nucleus mostly has positive charge. The nucleus, due to the presence of protons in the nucleus, it has positive charge, right? Since we know that neutrons, they have no charge. Neutrons are neutral, and protons have positive charge. So the neutral charges are not counted. Only the positive charge of protons are being encountered, and they are, due to the presence of protons, positive charges. The nucleus has positive charge, and electrons, negative charges, are present outside the nucleus in the extranuclear part, in the extranuclear region. The weight of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus due to the presence of protons and neutrons. Since we can see that in the center, the neutrons and protons are compactly arranged in the nucleus, that's why the entire weight of the atom is concentrated. Concentrated means something dense, something accumulated together. Okay, so the weight of the atom is concentrated here in the nucleus. Nucleus has positive charge. Neutrons and protons are present in the nucleus. Neutrons have no charge. Protons have positive charge. Due to the positive charges of proton, nucleus has positive charge, and all the weight or mass of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus, right? All the mass of the atom or weight of the atom is accumulated, concentrated in the nucleus. Accumulated or concentrated means कि सब एक जगह आकर जमा हो गए हैं. They are present in the weight or mass is all centralized. Means everything is present in the center, the mass or weight. Okay. Now next, again extranuclear part, electrons. As you can see in the pictures, in both the pictures, the electrons are revolving in the orbits or shells. Protons are present in the nucleus in the center. See, protons, there are 3 positive charges, 3 protons and 2 neutrons, and 3 electrons. Number of, who is this? Who has unmuted himself? Okay, so protons are present in the nucleus, and electrons are present, and they revolve in the extranuclear parts of the atom. So electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the extranuclear part. Electrons revolve in various orbits, which are also called as shells or energy level. Please always remember, orbits, shells or energy levels are all same. They have the same meaning. 3 different words, 3 different names for one thing. Remember this. Okay, clear? Till this slide, please let me know if this is clear so that we'll move on to the next slide. Yes, class, let me know if this is all clear. Yes. Yes, hello. Hello. Yes, class, the internet was disconnected. Internet was disconnected here in the school, and due to this reason, the Zoom was also disconnected. Right? Okay. Now start where we have stopped. So up till now, we have learned that every atom has two parts, nucleus and the extranuclear part. In the nucleus, just a minute. Okay. In the nucleus, which is present in the center, protons and neutrons are present, and in the extranuclear part, all the electrons are revolved in their orbits, shells, or energy levels. Clear? So now move to the atomic number. Atomic number is the number of proton in the nucleus of an atom. This is called the atomic number, and it is denoted by the alphabet capital Z. If you remember in class 6, you have learned chapter elements, the simplest kind of matter, and same chapter we have learned in class 7th as well, where we have learned in detail about the atomic number. Every element has been assigned with the particular atomic number. In the periodic table, if you can see in the periodic table in your chemistry book on page number 67, in the periodic table, you can find every element has been assigned with the particular number that is called the atomic number, right? And the atomic number, like here, they have shown us the atomic number is written on the top right hand side corner. This is called the atomic number, and it is denoted with Z, capital Z. It means there are 6 protons. Here you can see there are 6 protons and 6 electrons, right? If the atomic number is written for every element, it shows how many number of protons are present. And what are the number of protons? Same, the number of electrons are there, right? We can say that atomic number is actually the number of protons in the nucleus or the number of electrons in the orbit, right? This is the carbon atom, and there are 6 protons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 6 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 protons and 6 electrons. That's why the atomic number of carbon is 6. Carbon is present in all known life forms. Pure carbon can exist as diamond or graphite. So every carbon element has whether in the form of diamond or graphite or pure carbon, every carbon element or atom has the 6 atomic number. Got it? It is generally denoted by capital Z. Now, mass number. Please somewhere write down in your notebook or in your books. In chemistry, mass number, atomic weight, or atomic mass. These are all have the same meaning. Atomic number, atomic weight, mass number, mass. Please write it down somewhere in your books or copies, in your rough copy or in your chemistry book. Mass number, atomic weight, and atomic mass. And mass. They are all same. Please copy it down. Somewhere people use the word mass number, somewhere they use atomic weight, somewhere they use atomic mass. In your chemistry book, in this chapter, atomic structure, in this topic, they have labeled this as mass number, and in the very next topic, they used the word atomic weight or atomic mass. So the total sum of the protons and neutrons. Now we are talking about the nucleus. the number of protons and neutrons in the nucleus. In the last slide, we learned about the number of protons and the number of electrons. Now we are going to learn about beta on page number 49. I think this is page number 49. This topic is given on page number 49. So mass number is actually the total sum, means if we add the number of protons, here you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. There are 9 neutrons and 9 protons. If we add them both, whatever the number we get, this is called the mass number. Okay, means the weight of the nucleus is called actually the mass number or atomic weight or atomic mass, right? I have told you in the beginning of the lesson that the entire weight of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus. So that's why mass number, atomic mass or atomic weight is actually that mass, means the neutrons and protons, when we add both of them, we get the atomic mass or atomic weight or mass number. Right? Clear? Is this clear? Please let me know. And it is denoted by capital A. Atomic number is denoted by capital Z or capital Z, and mass number is denoted by capital A. We will do an activity in the class on Monday or for both the week. Just a minute, beta. Just a minute. Hold on. जी मिस वो जी इंटरनेट डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था, इसलिए मैं आपको कॉल कर रही थी, फिर वो रिकनेक्ट हो गया है. मैं ले रही हूँ क्लास, ठीक है? जी 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 क्लास चल रही है. ओके. Yes. So we will do an activity how to calculate the mass number, or how do we find out. If you can see here, if I give you the mass number and number of protons, can you calculate or can you find out the number of neutrons? How do you do this? Fatima, can you let me know? Or Hamza? Fatima? In this formula, if I give you number of protons, for instance, we have six protons and 13 is the atomic is the mass number. Here the mass number is 13. Fatima, write it down. Mass number is 13. I'm writing it through pen. And this is 6. Can you find out the number of neutrons? Beta, everyone let me know the number of neutrons quickly. I want the answer from each and every one of you. Bilal, are you in your senses? I'm asking about, yes. Arham. Yes. Bilal. Yes, 7. Right, everyone. Bilal, beta, look. Bilal, if we have here the mass number is 13 and we don't know the number of neutrons, what do? We should subtract this 6 from 13. Out of 13, if we minus 6, we get the number 7. So in this way, we can find out the number of neutrons of any element or in the nucleus of any element. Okay, so mass number, simply we can say, or long story short, we can say the number of protons and neutrons, number of neutrons plus protons is equal to mass number or atomic mass. Got it? Clear everyone? Yes, everyone, let me know if this is clear so that we'll move forward. Ramesa, have you understood everything what I explained here in this slide? Hamza, no. Why are you saying no? Faliha, why Faliha is not replying? Yes, Faliha, are you there? No, yes, she is here. Laiba, Iman, Sohail, Abdul Rahman, Shahira, Shiza, Omar Iftihar, Zeemal, Ariba. Yes. Okay. So now let's move to another slide. Beta, if the net will be disconnected, please don't go, just wait. I will reconnect it because there is something wrong with the internet here, and it's getting unstable time to time. So in this slide here, on the screen you can see the atomic number of sodium and mass number of sodium. And here we have the formula to calculate the mass number. Mass number A is equals to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Means if we add number of protons with number of neutrons in the nucleus, we will get the mass number. I have given you this the mass number 22.98 and atomic number 11. Can you please tell me what is the number of neutrons in sodium? Start calculating it. Quickly start calculating it. Z is denoted with atomic number. Z is denoted with atomic number. A is denoted for mass number. N, capital N is for neutrons. Bilal, do you understand this? Bilal, now you will tell me that for sodium, how many the number of neutrons are there in the sodium? Beta, quickly let me know. Okay, fine, yes. Now it means the answer you have written, it means you have understood it. What about the others? Can anybody else? Omar Iftikhar? What's your answer? Omar Iftikhar. Shiza? I want the answer from everyone now. Please let me know. Zeemal, I'm asking about the number of neutrons in sodium. Please keep the formula in view and let me know the number of neutrons in sodium. There are 22.98 is the mass number, that is A, and 11 is atomic number, that is Z. Please minus or subtract 11 from 22.98. What is the answer? Yes, Fauzia Abdul Ahad. If you people won't answer, I won't mark your attendance. Quickly reply me. Yes, 11.98 Abdul Rahman. Can you give a quick review in class? Yes, of course. Quick review in the class and we will do some written work as well. And you can watch the video as well. Rumesa, it's very good if you can watch the video. The same video, this same session will be converted into video form and will be uploaded on. Yes, right. Okay, now let's move to another topic. Isotopes. Atoms of the same element having the same atomic number but different atomic masses are called isotopes. There are some elements in the periodic table, Peter, there are some elements in the periodic table which have the same, in which the atoms have the same atomic number, but their atomic masses are different due to different number of neutrons, right? Like you have just calculated that in sodium there are 11 protons, but the number of neutrons is different. There were 12 neutrons. That's why we can say that these are called the isotopes when the elements having the atoms of the same element means, look at here in chlorine. One chlorine has 35, its mass number is 35, another one has the mass number 37. That's why we can say that these are the isotopes of chlorine. These are called the isotopes of chlorine. There are in chlorine 35, the 17 protons. Here the number, atomic number is 17. 17 protons, 17 electrons. But the number of neutrons are different. These are 18. So this is the isotope of chlorine. Again, chlorine 37 means the mass number is 37, 17 protons, 17 electrons, but the number of neutrons is 20. 18 and 20. The number of neutrons are greater than, if the number of neutrons, simply you can understand it when the number of neutrons are greater than the number of protons. When the number of neutrons are greater than the number of neutrons are greater than the number of protons is called the isotope. Let's check for example, chlorine element is composed of two kinds of chlorine atom, chlorine 35, chlorine 37. Isotopes of hydrogen, look at here on the screen. If one proton in the nucleus and one electron in the shell, the mass number is 1. This is called hydrogen 1. Hydrogen 2, this is the isotope of hydrogen. Hydrogen 2 means mass number is 2. One proton, one neutron in the nucleus. One proton and one neutron in the nucleus and one electron in the shell or orbits. This is called, this type of hydrogen which has the mass number 2, it is called deuterium. Deuterium, okay? We know that, generally we know that hydrogen has one electron and one proton, but if it has one neutron as well, its mass number becomes 2 and it is called deuterium. This is the radioactive substance. This becomes radioactive now. The third type of hydrogen, that is called tritium. It has 2 neutrons and 1 proton. 2 neutrons and 1 proton and 1 electron. Means the number of proton and electron are same, but the number of neutrons are increasing. Yes, class? Okay. Yes, hello. Yes, Faliha, Hafsa, please let me know if you can hear me and can see the screen. Yes, everyone. Bilad, Hafsa, Faliha, please let me know. Yes, miss. Okay. So we were learning about the isotopes. That isotopes depend upon the number of neutrons. If the number of neutrons are different, if the number of neutrons are greater than the number of protons, in any atom of any element is called the isotope of that element. For instance, I have shown you, okay, I have shown you in the last picture, in the last slide, about the isotopes of hydrogen. We know that in the periodic table, hydrogen has mass number 1 because there is only one proton and one electron in hydrogen. But if the number of neutrons are increased, or if we add the number of if we get the number of neutron in hydrogen, then it becomes the isotope of hydrogen. Right? If the mass number is 2, it is called deuterium. If the mass number is 3, it is called tritium. The number of neutrons here, no neutron, mass number 1. Here, 1 neutron, mass number 2. 1 plus 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Then the mass number is 3. The number of neutrons are increasing. Number of protons remains same. Number of electrons remains same. But only the number of neutrons are increasing. So if the number of neutrons are increasing, this is called the isotope of an element. This is the symbol for uranium. U is the symbol for yes. If number of proton increase, no, number of proton won't increase, whether they are number of proton and neutrons are same or the number of neutrons are increasing. Okay, there are two conditions only. If both are same, both the numbers are same, or if the neutrons are increasing, then the number of neutrons are increasing, it is called isotope. This U is the capital U is the symbol for uranium. It has atomic number 92 and mass number 234. This is the first isotope of uranium. Then the second is number of atomic number remains same, 92 here, 92 here, 92 here, but the mass numbers are increasing, means the number of neutrons are increasing. In the first one 234, then 235, then 236. Okay, 235 to 234, 235, and then 236. In uranium there are 3 isotopes. Uranium element has 3 isotopes, means every atom has the different number of neutrons. That's why it has 3 isotopes and it is used as a radioactive substance. Next is oxygen. Again, you can see the number of electrons and protons are same, 8. Here again the atomic number 8, here again the atomic number 8, but the number of neutrons are increasing. That's why we can say that mass number, atomic weight, or atomic mass, these 3 are used for single terminology. Okay, these are increasing. Oxygen, here 16, here the mass number is 17, here the mass number is 18. Now again, now the carbon element, as we have learned earlier, carbon element 6 is the atomic number. The atomic number is remains same, but the number of neutrons are changing. So as their number, mass number or atomic mass, 12, 13, 14. Number of protons 6 in all 3. Number of electrons 6 in all 3. Only the number of neutrons are changing. In first one, number of neutron 6. In second, the number of neutron is 7. In the next one, the number of neutron, here they have written 6, but actually it would be 8. Okay, understood? Clear? Yes, class, let me know if this is clear, so that now you guys please open your book page number 48 to highlight the important points. Faliha, unmute yourself, beta. Faliha, unmute yourself and let me know if this is clear.
Yes, it is clear.
It is clear. Okay. Have you underlined the important points from this slide?
No, miss. I'm completing.
Okay, do it fast. Do it fast. Hafsa. Hafsa, unmute yourself. Arham, is this clear, Arham? Should I change the slide now? Have you underlined this? Now this is page number 49. This is page number 49. Zeemal. Zeemal, unmute yourself. Beta, Zeemal, unmute yourself. Okay, done. If this is done, please let me know. If this is done, please let me know so that I'll change the slide. डिस्कनेक्ट हुआ था बीच में तो बताइए मुझे क्लास फिर नहीं मैं हट रही हूँ यस क्लास capture the screen. We will discuss these questions in the class. The time is running short. Define radioactive substances. What are the charges on alpha, beta, and gamma rays? What is the charge on nucleus of an atom? Name the particles reside in the nucleus of an atom. On what basis isotopes are formed? Okay, now I'm going to say you thank you, and please go through the pages 48 and 49. Okay, on Monday we will discuss it. Okay, Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.